All right, let's dive into chapter 10. This is the one on the glory of God, and what really stands out is how Lord Krishna keeps coming back to the same core truths. It feels very intentional.
It is. And that's really our mission for this deep dive, to understand why, not just what the teaching is, but the pedagogical reason for the repetition, and more importantly, the practical impact this has for you.
So the text lays out four clear reasons for this intensive coaching. The first one seems pretty straightforward. The subject itself is just hard.
It's incredibly difficult. I mean, this isn't like reading the morning paper. It's more like trying to get your head around a dense technical document. And on top of that, we all come to it with these preconceived wrong notions that have to be unlearned first.
And the second reason builds right on that. It's about progressive learning. Your mind has to mature to really get it.
Exactly. The same teaching can mean something totally different to you a year from now. It's like you have to keep eating until the hunger is removed. You need the teaching until the ignorance is gone.
I love the dynamic in the third reason. It's that the student, Arjuna, is completely hooked. He's enjoying the lesson.
Which is the perfect opening, right? When your student is engaged, you elaborate. You go deeper because you know they're ready for it.
And the fourth and final reason, it's about the source of the teaching. It's unique.
Completely. Only God is qualified to teach about God. The creator can't really be understood by the created. So the descending avatar, Krishna, is here to clarify the Vedas, which, remember, were heard, not written by any human.
Okay, so with that context, let's just quickly recap the teaching itself.
At its core, it's that God is the attributeless Brahman combined with illusion. He's the single cause of the entire universe, both the material cause,
The actual stuff of everything.
right, and also the intelligent cause, the principle, or the logic running the whole show.
But that raises the big, obvious question. If God is the material substance of everything around us,
Then why don't we see God everywhere? Why do we still feel like we need to go to a temple or a specific place to find him?
the obstacle must be in our perception then.
It is. Our biggest weakness is getting lost in names and forms. We forget they just have a functional utility. We get fixated on the package and forget the contents.
So we're distracted by the design of the chair, not the wood it's made from.
Precisely. Think about a burglar in a jewelry shop. They don't see rings and necklaces, they just see gold. The substance. We're the ones distracted by the forms, but the whole world is just God, presented for our enjoyment.
So, to counter that distraction, Krishna details his glories to constantly remind us to pull our attention back to the substance. What are the practical changes this knowledge is supposed to bring?
It's designed to create this profound internal shift. There are 7 main benefits. The first is just massive reinforcement of the knowledge.
A kind of daily meditative list to see God in everyone and everything.
Yes. And that immediately triggers number 2, the removal of negative emotions.
Right, because if you genuinely believe that the old man driving slowly in front of you is also God,
You can't really harbor that deep anger or hatred. You might still avoid an unpleasant situation, but that internal friction, that fear, it vanishes.
okay, point 3 is the removal of ego. Pride disappears when you know God is the real cause of all your achievements.
But here's the fascinating part. The teaching is you have to develop a strong, ripened ego first, like a mango that has to be fully grown before it can fall from the tree.
Wait, hold on. That's a paradox, isn't it? You have to strive and build yourself up just to be able to surrender it.
It is. It really speaks to the journey. This knowledge also removes jealousy. That's point 4. You see God's grace in others' success, so you can stay motivated even when things feel unfair.
And from there it expands outward. The fifth benefit is expanding the mind, curing that narrow-mindedness.
Exactly. You start extending that feeling of mind from your family or your community to cover the entire universe.
And that leads into number 6, equating the pairs of opposites.
Yes, realizing that God is behind both the good and the bad, life and death. Even what we call evil forces are his own expressions. This brings equanimity, that true mental balance.
And the final step, number 7.
Establishing oneness. The knowledge starts by reducing everything down to 2 things, God and I, and eventually leads to the ultimate realization that there is nothing but God.
What a journey. From understanding why the teaching is repeated to seeing how it completely reshapes your inner world.
It really is a blueprint for a joyful life, but I'm still caught on that one idea.
The ripened ego.
Yeah, that specific requirement for a strong, fully formed ego before it can be offered up. What does that imply about our own need to achieve and struggle first before we can even begin the real path to self-knowledge? That's something for you to think about.